Imagine you have two team members. You hand them both a detailed, step-by-step manual for a new project. The first person is thrilled. They say, "Great, a proven system. I'll get right on it." The second person looks at the same manual with dread and says, "So I have to follow this exactly? There's no other way to do it?" And immediately starts thinking of ways to break the rules. What happened? You just ran into two completely different and invisible patterns of motivation. This is the world of Words That Change Minds by Shelle Rose Charvet. The book reveals that people are wired with specific motivation patterns that dictate how they think, decide, and what persuades them. By learning to recognize these patterns in everyday language, you can tailor your communication to instantly connect and influence anyone. We'll explore three of the most powerful patterns. First, what triggers someone to act. Second, what direction their motivation takes. And third, how they approach tasks. First, let's look at what triggers action. People are either proactive or reactive. Proactive people are go-getters. They use short, crisp sentences and action words like "do it," "now," and "get it done." They jump into tasks without needing all the details. To persuade them, be direct and use their language. "Let's start today." On the other hand, reactive people are analyzers. They need to understand and consider things before acting. They use longer sentences with words like "think about," "consider," "might," and "could." Pushing them for a quick decision will backfire. Instead, give them information and time, saying things like, "Here's the data, have a look and let me know your thoughts." Second, what is the direction of their motivation? People are motivated either toward a goal or away from a problem. Someone with a toward pattern is focused on what they will gain, achieve, or attain. You'll hear them talk about goals, rewards, and success. To influence them, you frame things in terms of benefits. This will help you achieve your sales target. Conversely, someone with an away-from pattern is motivated by avoiding problems, threats, and negative consequences. Their language is about preventing, solving, and fixing issues. To persuade them, you highlight the problems they can avoid. This will prevent system crashes and customer complaints. It's the same product, just a completely different sales pitch. In third, how do people handle tasks? This brings us back to our opening example of options versus procedures. A person with a procedures pattern wants a clear step-by-step process. They like rules and proven methods because it ensures they do things correctly. They feel secure when there's a right way to do something. Giving them a blank slate is stressful. But a person with an options pattern loves possibilities. They're motivated by creating new ways and bending the rules. Following a strict procedure feels like a prison. To manage a procedures person, give them the checklist. To motivate an options person, ask them, "How many different ways can you think of to get this done?" In the end, Words That Change Minds gives you a decoder ring for human behavior. The big takeaway is to stop communicating based on your own patterns and start listening for the patterns of others. People are constantly telling you how to persuade them through the words they choose. As Charvet says, you can learn to predict and influence behavior by paying attention to the words people use. For similar insights into the hidden drivers of human behavior, check out Robert Cialdini's classic Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion, or Chris Voss's Never Split the Difference. Find more great summaries and reading guides at booksplat.com. Level up yourself today, 3 minutes at a time.